everyone and welcome. I'm Master Mitch 21 and today I'm getting to bring you guys a very exciting video. Actually, almost a week ago I was challenged to do a video where I released 10 facts about myself to you guys, and that's what we're going to do, so we're going to jump into it right now. At number 10. Okay, so for my number 10, I am a Call of Duty fanboy. And now when I say that, I mean more than just simply playing the video games and buying every one of them and stuff. I like to collect things and I like to keep things that relate to Call of Duty in a lot of ways. So I have Call of Duty Control Freaks. I have Call of Duty custom decals and skins to go onto my remote. I have the Call of Duty books, to even t-shirts, and even toy collectibles of Call of Duty. So there you go, that's number 10. I really enjoy Call of Duty. Something about it, it's always attracted my attention. I am a complete fanboy toward Call of Duty. At number 9. Okay, so for number 9 is my favorite non-Call of Duty game. So any game besides Call of Duty, because I obviously expressed that I am a Call of Duty fanboy. But my favorite game, not including Call of Duty's, is Age of Empires 3. Now I actually have done a walkthrough and gameplay tutorial for you guys, 3 videos in one, and I put them all together for a series for you guys, and I really enjoy sharing that with you guys. But this is almost a 9 to 10 year old game, and I've played it consistently every year throughout that 9-year span, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been a load of fun. I played Age of Empires 1 and 2 as well, and also the Age of Mythology, which is another spin-off of this Age of Empires series, and it's been an absolute blast. I've spent so many hours, so many games played, so much enjoyment in this series, and I've always just enjoyed it. It's one of those games I can go back to and play for a long time, and I have a happiness while I'm playing it that you just can't find in very many other video games. But that's my number 9, is my favorite non-Call of Duty video game. At number 8. Okay, so for my number 8, it is I love baseball. Now, you guys will see me from time to time wearing multiple baseball shirts, just like from my previous teams I had played on and stuff like that. But also, I wear Yankee shirts a lot. I'm a huge fan of the New York Yankees. I've just always been a big fan of them. It's part of my family, kind of born into that team. And also a huge fan of Derek Jeter, and he's just been like a really big hero to look up to sports figure wise, and I've really enjoyed baseball. I've played it my whole life, and I love baseball. Just a huge fan of playing the sport, watching the sport, everything related to it. It's a really neat sport, and I love it. So that's my number 8. At number 7. So for number 7, it is my love and addiction to coffee. Now, I would not say it's a problem unless I can't have any. Then it becomes a problem. All joking aside, I do love coffee, and I'm actually right now I'm drinking some, and a majority of the time I do film or record, I'm actually drinking coffee. It's just something I love to drink, and it's I don't really know, it's just something I've always kind of been addicted to an extent, and I obviously can stop if I want to, but I enjoy drinking it a lot, and I like collecting the cups as well. I do have like anything from Star Wars to Batman to obviously you have like Starbucks, and then even this one, which actually describes my legitimate love for the coffee. Just a thumbs up. Like, I like coffee. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't get any better than that, but I do love coffee. That's my number 7. At number 6. Okay, so at number 6 is my favorite movie and book. Now, they're included in the same thing because they are the same, and I'm actually going to include The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Those are my favorite books and movies, and I've been a huge fan of the movies as a young kid, and then started reading the books more because I was interested in the story, and I've actually bought a newer version of the Lord of the Rings books, and newer version, actually a pocket version of The Hobbit. It's just like the 75th year anniversary book. And then I bought in some more throughout the years of some of Tolkien's works, and I've just been a huge fan of his story and his writing and stuff, and I really enjoy the movies as well. Even though they weren't 100% accurate, they were very good movies to watch, and partially the reason I wanted to read them is because watching some of the older, like The Lord of the Rings, and obviously onto the new Hobbit, and I have a lot of posters actually hanging up in my room. Just a huge fan of the entire stories of both of those series. So that's my number 6. At number 5. So at number 5 is my favorite video game console of all time. Now, this console came out when I was 6 years old, and part of that was the time I was actually in T-ball as well, playing baseball, going back to baseball again, and I really enjoyed Mario Baseball on the GameCube. Now this is one of the first few consoles that I really got into. As a 6-year-old, I started enjoying gaming more and more at that age, and it was not really before then. I had seen games, I watched my older brother play and stuff like that, but I never really got into the gaming aspect as a little kid. It was about in 6 whenever we got the GameCube, and I was a huge fan back in 2001, and just loved playing it. I played all the Mario games. They had Zelda, of course, and then Star Fox as well. All those games on there. There was even a Donkey Kong bongo game I used to play all the time. Mini Quest. It was just a great memories with it. A lot of great memories, and I enjoy playing that a lot. And as I mentioned, it was just the timing, and a lot of that sparked my interest into gaming more and more. And that's partially the reason that I really enjoy, and I have a special spot in my heart toward the GameCube, and that is why it just kind of sparked my whole interest into video games more. And I obviously, with the newer consoles, like the next-gen consoles and such, and obviously the PlayStation 3 was actually the next thing I went to after playing, or I believe it was the Xbox, then the PlayStation 3 that I went to. Before I got the next-gen consoles, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So really, it kind of all relates back to that GameCube for me. So that's definitely my number 5. At number 4 is my biggest fear, and that is clowns. They're everywhere. I believe it started back when I was a young kid, and I believe I was watching the movie It by Stephen King with my parents. I was just sitting there on the couch, not even at the time I wasn't even really paying attention to the movie. But I do remember seeing the clown on there. I believe it was an alien clown is what the story actually was. But because it was dressed up as a clown, it had always scared me to death. I had been, the biggest fear of clowns is it was just ridiculous. From then on out, I've always had the weirdest fear of clowns. And even playing in Call of Duty on the map Sideshow at times is just creepy in my opinion. Now, I did enjoy playing on the map. It's a good map to get a lot of kills in, obviously. And it's fun for objective gameplay. However, it is still really spooky. There's no reason to scare little kids playing Call of Duty with clowns. That's just my personal opinion. That's my fear. That's number 4. At number 3. Okay, so at number 3 is my personal goals and dreams of my YouTube channel. Now, about 4 to 5 years ago when I started watching YouTubers play Call of Duty, not just competitive, but also commentary, I really enjoyed it at the time, and I always dreamed of making my own YouTube channel, and my ultimate goal was to get 1 million subscribers if I made a YouTube channel. Now, that was something I just imagined, and I thought that 1 million would be a ridiculous number to achieve, and I always wanted that, and I just didn't have the proper equipment and gear to start recording at that time. And up until about 4 months ago when I released my first video, that's when I started, and I had all of the gear, and I had all of the equipment needed to record and release a video to you guys. So I do appreciate every single comment and feedback I get, every like, everything about it. I do appreciate every subscriber. I'm at 200 right now when recording this video, and I am so thankful for that. I thank you guys so much for that. It's absolutely awesome. I would have never dreamed of having so much success quickly. I know 200 is not a very big number for a lot of YouTubers, but to me, it's very important. Everyone I really do appreciate. And just 1 million has been my personal goal. Whether I'll ever achieve that, I don't know. Hopefully, that's my dreams, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. And the odds of that happening, especially with the number of YouTube channels that are increasing these days, there's so many more YouTubers trying to start their trying to add their channel out there. There's just so many that the odds of me ever getting 1 million are the probability is not very high, but I have high hopes. And that's just a personal dream. It's always been to achieve 1 million, and that's my number 3. At number 2. Okay, so the number 2 fact about me on my list is that I love art, and this actually started back when I was in 1st and 2nd grade. I really enjoyed doodling and stuff, and I actually drew war scenes, anything from medieval scenes to modern day lasers and just random stuff like that. And I always would draw during the free time I had, and I kind of carried that out with me as I aged, and would just do my own art and just something to do on the side for fun. I really enjoyed. I thought I'd go ahead and share some of them with you, some of them from way back when I was a lot younger to more modern times, and one of them actually that I will share is this. I'm not sure if you guys can see very well. It is a little hard reflection in this room with all the lighting and stuff. This is kind of like a planetary arc, you guys can see, and I'm trying to get the best picture without the glare. There you go. And it's like most of the spray paint art, this is done with spray paint cans, is done through it's done planetary or like skylines and stuff. So this is just one of them that I really enjoyed doing. So another one would be Gandalf the Grey. This is actually one I made a while back, and not the best. It was honestly kind of like a reggae. He had like this dreadlocks. I don't know. It was with I believe like charcoal drawing, and it was kind of hard to do. It was one of the first few times I ever used it, but I just enjoyed it. It was just fun. And something about it. It's kind of almost freaky to an extent. It's weird, but I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to do. So another one actually was never completed. I don't know why. I really don't understand why I didn't complete it, but it was Darth Vader from Star Wars, and I mean it was kind of cool. And it was like this really big paper drawn. I just don't know why I never finished it, and it's almost one of those things I don't want to go back because it's been so long since I ever even messed with that I'd hate to make it even worse. But another one is from The Hobbit. You guys can see right there that is Smaug the dragon, and just something I drew with pencil a while back, maybe like a year or two ago. It's something fun I really enjoyed drawing at the time. And another one would be this, which it was a drawing and like color pencil drawing, which I did for a church competition, and it's kind of like this war tank and this helicopter. I really don't know exactly why I was drawing this. It's just something that I drew, and it fit into the theme somehow, obviously. But it's just something I enjoyed. I believe I was 8 years old when I did this, so I was like very young at the time. It was not my best work, obviously, but it was something fun that I did way back then. Okay, so the last one I'm going to share with you guys is this right here, a Ben Franklin. It's kind of like an abstract pastel that I did. It has like the dollar bill sign in the middle because obviously it's Ben Franklin, so why not? But that was just another one, and those are all the drawings I did. So that's the number 2 on my list. At number 1. Okay, so the number 1 and the last fact about me is probably the most important, and that is that I am a follower of Christ. Now, actually, I have my Bible, and this is in most of my YouTube videos, in the videos just right here behind me on my desk, and really, my faith is the most important thing about me, fact-wise, and my relationship that I have with Christ, because honestly, nothing else matters. And as it says in Romans 1:16, for I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Christ. And that's just something I like to share with you guys. And also the fact that I do enjoy making all these YouTube videos, but really nothing else is even comparison important to me than my relationship that I have with Christ. It's the most important thing to me, and that is the number 1 and most important fact about me. Okay, so those are the top 10 facts about me, and I really enjoy this video. It's fun to make for you guys, and Mr. Pwob, he was the one who challenged me to this video, so a big shout out to him. I enjoy making it, and his video is very good as well. You guys should go check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description, and let me know what you guys think. If you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like and a comment if you guys would like to, and subscribe if you guys have not already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for stopping by.